English Hidden Podcast.
Daily Life English Conversation.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to English Hidden Podcast. I'm James.
And I'm Sarah.
Sarah, do you think comparing ourselves with other people is always a bad thing?
Not always. Sometimes comparison can motivate us. But if we constantly compare our lives with other people's lives, it can make us unhappy.
I agree. And I think social media has made this problem much bigger.
Definitely. You open your phone and see someone traveling, getting a new job, buying a house, or reaching a big goal. Then you look at your own life and think, why am I not there yet?
Exactly. But there's something we often forget. We're seeing their best moments, not their entire life.
That's the important part. Someone may look happy online, but we don't know what they're dealing with privately.
And we do the same thing with ourselves. We know all our problems, mistakes, and worries. But we only see the good parts of someone else's life.
So we're comparing our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel.
That's a great way to describe it. And it isn't a fair comparison.
Exactly. Imagine you're learning English. You've been studying for 6 months, and you're finally able to have a simple conversation. You feel proud. Then you hear someone who speaks English fluently. Suddenly, you feel like your progress isn't important.
I've seen that happen to people many times. They forget how far they've come because they're looking at someone who's already much further ahead.
That's why it's better to compare yourself with your past self. Ask, am I better than I was 6 months ago?
That's a much better question. Maybe 6 months ago you couldn't understand English podcasts. Now you can understand most of the conversation. That's progress.
Exactly. Progress doesn't have to be dramatic. Sometimes it's just a small improvement that you notice after a few months.
And another problem with comparison is that everyone has a different starting point.
That's very true. Someone may have had more opportunities, more experience, more support, or simply a different situation.
So comparing your results with theirs doesn't always make sense.
Right. You don't know what their journey looked like. And they don't know what yours looked like.
I think we also need to remember that success doesn't have one definition.
Absolutely. For one person, success might mean making a lot of money. For another person, it might mean having more free time. Someone else may simply want a peaceful life and time with their family.
So if you copy someone else's definition of success, you might spend years chasing something you don't even really want.
That's a very good point. You need to decide what matters to you.
Let's say someone you know gets a promotion. You might feel jealous. What should you do with that feeling?
First, don't feel guilty for having the feeling. Jealousy is a normal human emotion. But instead of staying stuck in it, ask yourself, what does this feeling tell me?
Interesting. So maybe you're jealous because you actually want to grow in your career.
Exactly. Then use that feeling as information. Maybe you need to learn a new skill. Maybe you need to ask for more responsibility. Maybe you're ready for a change.
So instead of thinking, I wish I had their life, think, what can I learn from their success?
Yes. You can admire someone without becoming unhappy with your own life.
I like that. You can say, I'm happy for them, and I'm also working on my own goals.
Exactly. Someone else's success doesn't mean there's less success available for you.
That's important. Sometimes we act as if life is a competition where only a few people can win.
But life doesn't work that way. Someone else's progress doesn't take away your opportunity to make progress.
So what can people do when they notice they're comparing themselves too much?
One simple thing is to take a break from social media. You don't have to delete everything. Just notice how you feel after using it.
That's a good idea. If you always feel worse after scrolling, maybe it's time to change how you use it.
Exactly. Another thing is to keep track of your own progress. Write down small things you're improving.
For example, I learned 10 new English words this week.
Or, I spoke English for 10 minutes without giving up. Those small achievements matter.
And when you look back after a few months, you may realize you've improved much more than you thought.
Exactly. Sometimes we don't notice progress because we're living through it every day.
That's a great point. You may not notice yourself changing, but when you look back, the difference can be clear.
So don't rush your journey because someone else seems to be moving faster.
Your journey is your own.
And remember, you don't need to become better than everyone else. You just need to become a little better than you were yesterday.
Word focus. Before we finish, let's review 5 useful words from today's conversation. First, compare. Compare means to look at 2 or more things and notice their similarities or differences. Don't compare yourself with everyone around you.
Word focus. Second, progress. Progress means improvement or movement toward a goal. I'm making progress with my English.
Third, opportunity. An opportunity is a chance to do something. Learning English can create new opportunities.
Fourth, jealousy. Jealousy is the feeling you may have when you want something another person has. It's normal to feel jealousy sometimes.
And the 5th word is journey. Journey can mean the process of moving toward a goal or experiencing something over time. Everyone has a different journey.
So, the next time you catch yourself comparing your life with someone else's, stop for a moment. Ask yourself one simple question. Am I making progress?
Because your goal isn't to live someone else's life. Your goal is to build a life that is right for you.
Keep learning, keep growing, and give yourself time.
Thanks for listening to us today. Keep practicing your English, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See you next time.